Hello guys, I'm Muhammad Adeleke. I'm a business sheikh. I'll be talking about a very time sensitive things today. It is about how to leverage on some formula to enhance your business results. Especially a quarterly planning formula to enhance your business results. Yes, quarterly planning formula to enhance your business results. This is my third Facebook Live for today. I just felt we are in the fourth day of June, which is the beginning of the second half of the year for those of us that are using the Gregorian calendar. But it doesn't matter if you are using the Gregorian calendar or the lunar calendar. What matters is that we should be more intentional in our planning to enhance getting exceptional results in our business. It is good to move from survival mode to striving. It is very important that you move from survival mode to striving mode. But for you to move from survival mode to striving mode, it requires more strategy, not necessarily more work, or let me say more mental work, because more mental work is more important than the physical work. Something can be effective but not efficient. What is a bad strategy? What is a good strategy 2 months ago? In fact, 2 weeks ago can be a bad strategy today. That's why it's always good we constantly strategically plan. So when we say plan, if you are planning and you don't have a blueprint for planning, then that can also be a problem. So I'll be sharing with us today some formula, some frameworks we can leverage on for quarterly planning so that you can 10x our business results. So today's topic is quarterly planning formula that can 10x your business results. This will work for you if you are profit hungry. Yeah, it's going to work for you if you are profit hungry. Firstly, there's the universe is designed, and because there's the universe is designed, and a lot of planning people that plans, they plan quarterly, and because they plan quarterly, it's also strategic. You also schedule your own planning to be quarterly. Apart from that, even the human body, there are some 90 days configuration in the human body. Like for example, if you have a new habit, it takes about 90 days for that new habit to stick. Let me say 30 to 90 days to stick. And since most companies plan quarterly, January to March, that is quarter 1, Q1, April to June, Q2, then July to August, Q3, while the last one is Q4. Doesn't matter when your own quarter or when you are watching this video. Values I'll be sharing in this video will help you to not just make money, but be able to make more money, deliver more value in a very sustainable, predictable, and profitable way. I'm Muhammad Adeleke. So the first thing is, when you are planning, it's always good. So what I'll be sharing, most of them are actually in three. So it's like a 3 in 3 of 3s. And first thing is that it's a quarterly planning, 3 months. Secondly is that if you can look at the major issues you have in your business, maybe the top 10 major issues you have in your business, then now look at how to drill it down into the top 3, perhaps across your different business section or different business perspective. You can actually use some framework like the 80-20 principle, and you can use the 80-20 principle to identify which aspect of your business that once it's sorted can automatically solve for that aspect of your business. So with that, you can focus on top 3 things per quarter and further break it down into top 1 thing per month so that everybody can know what they're actually focusing on. That is first thing. So the first thing is that 3, look at all the problem you have, try to identify it, and to identify it you can do SWOT analysis. That is your strength, your weakness, opportunity and threats. Your strength and weakness is internal to you, while opportunity and threat is external. Then you can also do SWOT from different perspective of business. That is from internal capacity, internal process, organizational capacity, stakeholder and customer satisfaction, then investor. So you can do a SWOT along those 4 perspectives, which is balanced scorecard perspective. You can be able to have an idea of what are the major problems. So you now focus on the top 3 and now focus on 1 per quarter, or each department focus on 1 per quarter. So with that, if you have like 4 departments in your business or 3 departments in your business, depending, and each department can focus on 1 per quarter, it means at the end of the quarter, you'll be able to solve 12 problems. Because 3 per department, and since you have 4 departments, for example, you'll be able to solve 12 problems. And with that, you'll be able to focus. Because one thing about the world is that it's not always good to put too much of things on your table. But we entrepreneurs always want to do a lot. So if you can now prioritize leveraging on SWOT analysis, leveraging on 80-20 principle, we state that 20% of our input determines 80% of the results. 20% of clients give us 80% of income. 20% of staff delivers 20% of output. And in fact, even your Android phone is only 20% of our half we use. The remaining 80% of the Apple don't use it. Even clothes, even suits, even footwear. Most people only wear 20% of their footwear. So 80-20 principle applies to a lot of things, and there is even a deeper level of 80-20. Just like you look at the automobile industry, for example, we have top 10 brands that is actually the top 10 in the automobile industry. It's not necessarily it must be 80-20, it can be 70-30, it can be 10-90. For example, look at Google in the search engine world. We have other search engines, but Google is like 99.1. That is a very deep or harsher level of 80-20. And even in 80-20, there is a deeper level of 80-20. And look at when it comes to companies that are making money. For example, even individuals that are making money, Elon Musk is worth is more than the network, is more than the what Finland worth. Then also look at even the industries companies in Nigeria. MTN worth is actually more than what either the entire bank in Nigeria worth or 10 top 10 banks in Nigeria. MTN worth more than them. So leveraging on this can actually give you an insight. So first thing is that 3 months, that is 90 days. Secondly, it's only 3 things to focus on. Either the entire company, depending on how big you are, or per department. So you have 12. And since it's quarterly and you focus on 1 per month, it means at the end of the month you can say these are the top 3 things you worked on, and you can be able to look at your success and challenges and be able to use that to plan accordingly for subsequent months. So I've spoken about 90 days, looking at 3 most important issues, most important problem to solve, most important opportunity to leverage on, and using 80-20 principle to actually filter it. Another framework you can use in the formula to filter, to prioritize, is to use what we call 3 horizons. It's a concept by McKinsey. McKinsey is one of the top consulting companies in the world. So you look at, do you need to solve that problem? Do you need to buy that product? Do you need to hire that staff? Do you need to do that particular project or concept or agenda? Is it now, near future, or in the future? So once you look at how urgent it is, you can be able to now know that, okay, this is what you focus on now because it's important, or you want to shift it to near future, or you shift it to in the future. And another thing you can also consider is that's what we call precedence tree. Finish to start, start to finish. There are some projects you need to actually finish before you do the next project. So because of that, you can also consider your project, your project, your agenda, the opportunity you have, the steps you want to take, which project is an input, which of the project or which of the concept is an input that will deliver on the output, which means you need to finish one before you can do the other. For example, You cannot register a business name if you don't first agree on the name you want to use. Then you cannot open a corporate bank account if the business is not registered with CAC. Then you can't do a marketing plan if you don't have a business plan, because even though marketing plan is a part of the business plan, but if you do an holistic business plan, then now go deeper into the marketing aspect of the business plan, it connects out. Things can be looked at in an holistic perspective. So I've mentioned 90 days framework, 3 month cycle, because everybody is also using 3 months. I've mentioned 3 top things so I can focus on 1 per quarter, and of course they'll also be now further cascaded into weeks. I've also mentioned leveraging on 80-20 principles to filter the opportunity, and also leveraging on SWOT analysis, so that you can be able to actually, and not just SWOT analysis across your different aspects of business. The other concept that is also 3 is be, do, have. Be, do, have. We call it triad of manifestation. What do you want to be? What do you need to do? What do you need to have to get what you want to be? So looking at your plan in this perspective, you not just wish to be something without actually have a blueprint, actually have a step-by-step strategy on what to do, or without having what you need for you to be what you want to become. So with this framework, it can actually assist you in planning. The other fantastic, very important framework in quarterly planning that can actually 10x your business result is to look at things from the 3 P's. This 3 P, the first 3 P is on projects, it's on profit, people and products. Profit, people and products. So taking strategic time to look at your people in terms of your staff, your colleague, in terms of your vendor, in terms of your partner, in terms of your client, and do a SWOT analysis, and also review which one of them is giving you more results using 80-20 principle, or even a deeper level 80-20 principle can enable you to actually know how to reward the people that are giving you more results, and people that are not giving you enough results, how to get them off the box, or before you want to get them off the box, how to actually train them. Because if it's a staff, most entrepreneurs, you don't see training of staff as investment. But the reality is that you cannot blame when you have not trained. You cannot blame when you have not trained. So when it comes to your staff, investing worthwhile amount of money, investing time in creating relationship with your staff, investing money in training your staff will enhance efficiency of your internal process, will enhance the level of value they deliver, will give them more job satisfaction. Some employees are not really interested in more money. What they want is more job satisfaction. And if they are more trained, it reflects in their work. Because in the balance scorecard, for example, it's 4 perspectives. Your organizational capacity, it has to do with your team capability, your hiring process, your recruitment process, your onboarding process, your training process, your welfare package. If all these things are well taken care of strategically, it automatically drives your internal process. Because internal process is the second perspective. And once your internal process is improved, because you need human being to actually improve this system, automatically it affects the quality of product you have. It reduces your cost of production. It also enables you to make more money because your client will be satisfied. They buy more from you, which is the third level, customer satisfaction. Once your customers and stakeholders are satisfied, they buy more products. You spend less money on marketing, because word of mouth marketing is very interesting. It's very easy. It's very productive. It has a compounding effect. It gives you exponential growth because repeat purchase is easier. It costs you less money for a customer to buy from you than when you want to get a new customer. And most people, when they buy from you, in most cases they buy the same amount of what they bought before, or they even buy times 2, times 3, or increase the frequency. And they tell their friends and family, because now people want to buy things online. They either ask their friends or family, or they go to Google. And with Google review also, you cannot fake review. You can't go to LinkedIn now and fake review of people that do recommendation for you. You cannot go to Amazon and buy review. even though you can buy, but organic review is obvious. And so you can see the importance of being strategic. So if your organizational capacity is improved, it improves your internal process, it improves your quality, it increases customer satisfaction, it increases your purchase. Clients buy more from you, it reduces attrition rate. Attrition rate simply means the number of people that stop doing business with you, either because they have issue with your service, they relocated, they passed away from this world, or for other reasons. Then the second, the third, the highest level of the balanced scorecard framework is the investor. Is the investor, is the money the investor is making, and that is profit, increase in profit, and also reduction in cost. So I've just explained people. Then we also look at your profit centers. Among your revenue streams, look at the one that is giving you more results. Why is it giving you more results? What did you do in the last quarter that made it give you more results? Then look at how to 10x those results by scaling up what you do. Maybe you spend $1 million on Facebook adverts and you got a lot of results. Then increase it to 2 million or 5 million. With that, you can experience exceptional growth. If, for example, still talking about your profit center, if there is a particular raw material that you're able to get because you got a new vendor, then look at the process you use in getting a new vendor. Try and get more vendors that can deliver similar products, so that you can be able to further reduce your cost of production, because you are getting cheaper products, you are getting more quality raw material to produce. Then that is basically on your profit centers. Then those profit centers that are not delivering, figure out why it's not delivering. Look at your numbers, study your numbers, look at the legal perspective, and see what you can do to actually improve it, optimize it. Then if you made all the necessary attempts and it's not working, then you can kill it. But now I'm not a fan of what is not working, just stop it. You need to figure out why it is not working, so I can actually learn from that. Then the third aspect, because I was talking about people, I was talking about profit. Then I was talking about people, I was talking about profit. The last one is the product. Of course, maybe you have 2 types of products, you have 3 types of products, or you have branches. You can also see your branches as a mini company and look at which branch is giving you results, which product is giving you results, why is it giving you results, and like scale those efforts up. And or you can also consider investing more into innovation, because when you invest more into innovation, you can make more money. That is what makes Apple to move away from producing personal computer to smart devices. They first started with iPod, then later they invest money in iTunes, then they now have iPad. They move gradually. They are turning the flywheel gradually before they were able to now, before smart devices now became their cash cow, now became their main profit centers, their main game-changing products, even though they started from personal computers. The same thing applies to how IBM evolved. The same way also is what Nokia did, that they didn't evolve. Of course, Nokia has a lot of success stories in the past, but at the point they missed out on innovation. The rest is history. So I've also explained to you about people, reviewing things from the people perspective, profit perspective, and product perspective. Then I also talk about leveraging on the balanced scorecard, so that you can actually look at things in 4 different perspectives of balanced scorecard, from internal organizational capacity to internal process to customer and stakeholder satisfaction, then investor satisfaction, and you take it from bottom. In organizational capacity drives internal process, drives customer satisfaction, and customer satisfaction drives investor satisfaction. Not what every other people do. If you do what your competitor do, you end up becoming like a competitor, or you are worse than them. It does not matter if you are a small company or you are a big company. What actually differentiates a small company from the big company is your strategy. Nokia was a big company before. where are they today? BlackBerry was a big company before. Where are they today? So it's very important that we know our situation and we have some level of uniqueness. The owner of Disney World, by the time they finish building Disney World, he has passed away, but he has a clear vision of what his business will become. So that is why the power of vision actually matters. So I've mentioned 90 days, 3 projects, 3 P's: people, products, profit. Then I also talk about 80-20 principle. Leveraging on it will actually 10x your result. Combining it with SWOT analysis, will also enable you get phenomenal growth. And I'll be wrapping up with this. There is what we call, there are 3 ways to grow your business. 3 ways to grow your business. Increase the number of clients, increase transaction frequency, and increase transaction volume. So in your quarterly plan, you can also look at how do you increase your number of clients via marketing. How do you increase your customer of clients by actually satisfying your clients so that they can tell other people. It goes a long way in enhancing you 10x your business success. Then the other aspect is increasing your transaction frequency. If you don't have a quality assurance system in place, if your employees are not well taken care of, if you use quality products or quality if you use inferior raw material, then automatically your customers will not buy from you again. But figuring out how to increase your customer frequency will force you to work on your quality assurance, will force you to fall in love with your customers. And when you fall in love with your customer, you deliver exceptional results, and they end up buying more from you, telling others about you. And word of mouth marketing is very important. Online review is very important, but you cannot fake it. So for you to really grow your business, you need to figure out how to do your business in a way that people will always buy from you, and that will force you to scale to deliver quality products. The more important also is that you can also look at building a retainership strategy into your business. There are some people you'll be working for haphazardly, especially people that are artists and even consultants. You can look at building up, creating a retainership plan that enables you make more money, and not just you make more money, it enables you have clients that you'll be serving because they are your retainer. You're under their retainer. And more importantly also is that you can be able to predict your income. You can also look at how to build in a subscription-based model into your business. A subscription-based model into your business that you can be able to make money predictably either every month, every quarter, or every year, depending on how you plan it. And one thing about this subscription model is that it's more cost effective because it's pay as you go. It's not like waiting for everything to scatter before it is fixed. If you have a consultant, maybe a financial consultant, and you're on a retainership plan, it tends to be more cheaper and more cost effective than when you try to go and hire an accountant, when you can even avoid the money to hire an accountant, maybe a chartered accountant. But what about now having a chartered accountant as a consultant that works with your company? Then you now get intel that will be working, liaising with the chartered accountant. You may not have money to hire to hire big SAN for your legal service, for your legal department, but you can have your in-house middle-level experienced baristas, and also have a big company, well-established legal firm that will be your legal consultant. With that, you can also be able to actually and with that, if you are a lawyer, you can approach some of your clients and tell them, instead of they calling you only when they have issue, that you can give them a retainership package and tell them that if they can, tell them what it entails, and let them know what is in it for them, how it is cost effective, how it's going to enable them make more money, save more cost, and avoid legal casalas. The same thing applies to an accountant. So especially for people, even businesses, even if you are a carpenter, you can still build a retainership business model into your business by meeting schools and telling them that you are a carpenter. You can send your boys to at interval and be checking the furnitures in the school, and this is how much you are going to be collecting as fixed price for the retainership. While if there is any material they need to buy, they pay. With that, you can be able to have predictable source of money. Not just predictable, you can also be able to estimate your profit because you have some clients that will always pay you no matter what happens. and it gives you a level of success. It gives you a level of confidence, because psychologically you are balanced, because you know that money is going to come in. And that is the problem with why people that are employed, they are even more stable than some entrepreneurs, because they know that once the money is going to come. And that sanity is a game changer. That sanity is a game changer. So you can also build in that game changing solution by looking at how you can increase increase the frequency of transaction your client does. Then the next step is increase transaction volume. If you have a client that has been doing 10 million before, figure out how they can do 50 million with you. And that has to do with you also pushing up your packaging. We invest more in innovation, invest more in human capital development, and also change your strategy. So with this, I've been able to give you some outstanding formula, outstanding framework. You can actually combine together as a formula to 10x your business growth. You can also engage us for your startup or corporate restructuring need. You can contact us via +234 7069 5553. Then more importantly, share this video so other people can also benefit from this content. Share this video to your friends and family. Share this video to your friend who are successful entrepreneurs. Share this video to your friends who are struggling entrepreneurs. And also, you can watch this video several times. Jot key action step. Even if it is 50 tips I shared, look at the top 5 that you want to implement. After implement it, come back again and look at others that are going to implement. Because the problem now is not about you having access to information, it's about you actually implementing it. Then that is where even our job as a consultant come in. If you consult for you, one of those key things we'll put in place is compliance and follow through, so that to enable that we don't just speak a lot of grammar, but those things are actually implemented. Because some of the things I'm actually saying are not new to some of us, but it's implementation, it's the discipline. And because when it comes to the game of business, there are some foundation that if you don't have those foundations, you have issues in the future. But we as consultants, we are trained, we have experience in that. You can identify those fundamental frictions that need to be fixed. So once those fundamental friction is fixed, anything you now put on once you now put as a layer on the foundation, you can be able to not just survive, but strive and scale. But you cannot scale what is not working. If your business is not currently getting results, or you are not even breaking even, or you are not even making worthwhile profits that is worthwhile to show off, then you can't scale that. You can't scale that. You can only scale what is working. You cannot scale what is not working. So once again, to get started, implement what I've taught. But for it to be much easier for you, you can contact us to enable us assist you in getting more results from your startup, for help you in restructuring your business. You can also train your staff. You can also speak at your retreat. You can invite us. We'll show up if you have what it takes. However, this content, this dose, this rant is only meant for profit-hungry entrepreneurs. Successful people do what is hard. That is why their life is easy. While unsuccessful people do what is easy. That is why their life is hard. So if you want to get more results from your business, invest more time in planning. Invest more time in strategic thinking. Strategically work on implementation and follow through. Poor planning equals to poor performance. PPP. Poor planning equals to poor performance. Thank you once again. I'm Muhammad Adeleke. You can follow me across my different social media at Muhammad Adeleke TV on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. You can also follow me on Twitter at Adeleke Muhammad. Thank you.